All right, so we're back at the treehouse. Past couple days I've been coming here. My dad won't take me deer hunting, so I sat up there like I was deer hunting, and I saw a couple does. I got this buck on camera, and I've got this owl on camera. But today we finally, after 2 months, got the 2x4s, and this isn't even half of them. We have so many 2x4s, probably like 32 is my guess. So we will be finishing this deck. We will probably start the railings. It's gonna be hella tough. Right now he's out getting the leaf blower and stuff. When he gets back, I'm gonna blow this all out. Hasn't been blown out in a long time, as you can tell. Yeah, I'm gonna take my pants off. I got shorts under, sitting right there, because I'm sweating profusely. And I forgot to mention, we got the door and the hinges and everything, so we will be putting that. That's probably the first thing or the second thing after I blow everything out. I'm gonna put that door on. I just got this all blowed out, fire pit, everything. You can tell how good the space actually looks. And the door's over there. I'll show you that in a second. But like, you can see how good this whole area looks. You can actually tell there's a fire pit there. And I thought it was gonna be really muddy under the leaves, but it's not too bad. Yeah, not bad at all. All right, so we got the door on right now. On the inside, here, we're gonna put a piece of wood there and there, and then build the lock that works for the door. That way you don't have this little thing that just fucking fell off. All right, so we just got the boards up here. We'll have to wait on a second to do that spot just because how it's shaped, and we can't do it quite yet. But yeah, we're gonna screw all these in and then cut it flush right there. All right, while he's up there doing that, it's looking real nice. I'm gonna start working on the wall right there. All right, so we're up here, feeling cute. Might go cut up ours, I don't know, but we're up here. Yeah, we're gonna cut that flush at the end and probably trip over it and fly off the end a couple times. But yeah, we're up here. These cuts are awful, but it's fine.
I guess yeah.
All right, so I'm sure you can hear the dirt bike in the back. We need to leave because they can't find this spot. So we're gonna leave. We're gonna go out a different way. But today we got this door, the little lock, the whole flooring up there done. Looks pretty spiffy. But yeah, we gotta go, as you can hear. All right, so going back to the treehouse. As you can see, it snowed. So I couldn't go in our normal way because people would see the footprints. Ooh, it looks like a people track. Oh, there were definitely kids back here. Look at those big tracks. Well, I had to go in over there and then walk our path so no one else, so people couldn't find it. Go ahead, walk in right here, see if there's anyone here. Now that I'm looking at our path, all I see is animal tracks. All right, so I made it to the treehouse. Just went and checked my trail cam. Something fucked up with the SD card, and it didn't film, which sucks because this is my first time I set it here when it snowed, and I really wanted to see some deer in the snow, but it's whatever. Yeah, I didn't get any footage out for 5 days, but I'm gonna go to the top with that shovel right there and scrape off the snow that's up there, and then work on getting the pillars and stuff for the side. All right, so I just scraped off as much as I could. It looks a lot better because originally it looked like that. Now it looks like that. But I'm gonna let it, well, it's gonna melt maybe a little bit while I go try to get railings, or like the post for the railings. All right, so he just got here. We're over here. We got a fire going right now because it's a little bit cold. All right, so he's got a stick up there that's on fire, obviously. He's gonna burn the ice off the 2x4s so we can put the pillars in. All right, we're chilling by the fire right now. We're just out log spotting, and we found 3 or 4 logs over there. So we're gonna give it a couple more minutes for us to warm up, and then we're gonna go over there. All right, so we just got these 3 logs. They were kind of in the ground, but they were still dead. So we ripped them out because we're the strongest men in the world. But we're letting the fire die down a little because it's getting dark. Those kids might have left, but there were kids in the creek. So we didn't want to start drilling the railings in up there or cutting these. Something's wrong with the saw. It's probably just a cold. It says it's at 3, but it won't turn on. But yeah, this fire is real nice. All right, so up here right now, we're just kind of letting the coals burn down. Got everything all packed up. Those are the 3 posts for one of the sides. And yeah. All right, so we're back in my garage. I don't think I said this, but we're building stools out of these just kind of scrap wood I have to sit around the fire. So I was cutting this, and midway through, we blew like, I don't know what it's called. I'll pop it up right here. I'll find it on Google or something. But we like blew the outlet or whatever, so we had to go downstairs and reset it. But now it's all back, so I'm gonna finish cutting this, and yeah. So he's got the legs here, and then I got the leg braces here. So now we're gonna get to assembling it. Actually, you assemble it. Actually, no, never mind. We're gonna be done for the day. What we got the legs right here, the leg braces. I'm gonna make one cut right there on that line. And then yeah. All right, so right now I'm gonna just be working on like real quick. I'm gonna just fill that hole, and that hole with some wood filler. But basically how the stool looks. So you have a longer side here and a shorter side there. And it's just going to be assembled like this. So Gavin's going to get on that. Yeah, you. Yeah, you. Look like a minion. Cool. Alright, so right now we just got that one together and that one together. And then, wait, that's one of the tops. And the other one is right there. But we need to put them together like sideways like that before we can put the tops on. All right, so right now I just cut those, and then those are gonna be like over here on this chair. That board in the middle, right there, is how we were able to put that middle beam in. So that's just what we're doing over here. We're gonna put 2 in, 2, 2, and 2. All right, so I'm back at the treehouse, and I've been here a couple, like 10 minutes probably, and I took all the coals. I took all the coals out of there, and then I picked up and moved all these logs and raked everything right here out. So yeah, I don't know. And then redid the rocks because they were all over the place. But I'm gonna go check my trail cam, and then I'm gonna get back. And we started this off camera, but we're building like a log storage thing right here, so you can see one post there. And we got some wood. We'll build another post, and then it'll kind of be like, I don't know. There's gonna be a slant down to the ground, not that steep, probably like that, so you can load up wood in there for the fire. All right, just got back from checking my trail camp, and I got it was a nice buck. I didn't count the tines, or I didn't pull the SD card. I'll do that whenever in a few days, because there's only 19 pictures on there, and I don't want to pull it for 19 pictures. But if you remember, if you like actually watch the videos, we had a little green electric saw, and that's what we used to cut everything. But battery life was super bad. It was super dull, so I bought a new one, which also is 2 inches longer. So the old one was 6 inches. This one's 8. The old one had 2 21-volt batteries. This one came with 2 24-volt batteries, but it also, damn, I don't know if y'all hear that car, but holy shit. But the old batteries also fit on the saw. So now we have 4 batteries, 2 24 volts and 2 21 volts. But the only thing I don't like about these batteries, they don't tell you what they're at. The old ones told you what they were at. But yeah, I'm gonna start cutting these limbs off, putting these in the ground, and yeah. It also came with this little handle right here. So I'm gonna test that out and see if it's actually like works, or if just holding it one hand so you can hold the board too is better. All right, I'm gonna test it out. All right, so honestly, it doesn't cut as fast as I thought it would, but it is still a straighter and better cut than, say, a handsaw would be. So, damn, that's a big piece of wood. It's much better, and the other saw, the old one, with a full charge battery, cleaned out, everything was good, you'd cut for like 3 seconds and then it would turn off, and then you'd have to let go of the trigger and then do it again, and that's how you cut your wood. So like you can see I cut a piece of wood right there. It was that one. That piece of wood took like 3 minutes, and then I broke it in half. That took, I don't know, 15 seconds. So yeah, I'm gonna start getting building. All right, you can see I kind of got a little frame going on. I'm gonna cut this root because it's right in the way. But next I'm gonna make slants that go down like that, probably to like here. So it'll allow for a lot of, no, not that far, right where this bush is. So you can kind of see, it's gonna be a good amount of room.